Hi, my name is Seven. I have a story to tell. I guess my story would start somewhere around in 1997. So I am this 12-year-old excited little girl who's on her way back to the States. My dad was in the Air Force. And we were in Germany for 4 years. And we got orders to move to Virginia. So I was really excited because there's black people in Virginia. So black people in Germany. There were 7 black people in my whole middle school. So I was excited just to get here, but more importantly excited because this was a rough patch when I was 12 years old. It was a rough patch in my parents' marriage. I mean, they just had a lot of stuff to deal with. So I was looking for some good old companionship. I know 12 years old doesn't make sense, but that's what I was doing. And I was excited to get here because there were black men here in Virginia, not in Germany. When we got here, we looked at the stats of the school that I was going to, and we found out it was going to only be 12% black. And I was disappointed, but not too much, because there was still more black people than where I was from. Went to school, and I was in 8th grade at the time. And to further my disappointment, there were black men there all around, but they never talked to us. They didn't date us. Barely even spoke to us. And I was just like, what happened? Like, what? To wake up every morning and to know that the men that you love dearly and they don't love you back, not fun at all. And I had to deal with this every day waking up. And I had to stay for 5 years because I was at this school, or this type of school, from 8th grade all the way up to my senior year. There were 3 dudes in our whole entire high school that would date black girls. I'm not joking at all. But out of the 3, there were 2 that dated one chick throughout their whole high school careers. That was LeVar, and that was Melvin. Melvin, I ran track with him. LeVar, we went and had 2 classes together. And we were cool, you know. Nothing popped off between us because obviously he was with this one chick. And we didn't get down like the rest of these girls around here. We didn't steal other people's men. We didn't go down that way. But even though we shared a lot of interests, like, you know, I love music and he loved music. I'm a singer, he's a musician. And every time we saw him, he was like, kid, sing something, sing something, sing something, sing something. I'm like, yeah, no. But I always eventually ended up singing something for him. And we shared our spirituality together. You know, he went to church, I went to church. And we were just cool, but we never ever like crossed that line. It never ever happened. So he graduated. I stayed behind, obviously, because he was a senior, I was a junior. And when I graduated, he came back to see all the people that he was friends with, you know, graduate. He went off to be a Marine, so he came back to see us graduate. And that weekend, he saw me in the mall, and he was like, dang, yo, you grew up, blah, 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 blah. Oh boy, please, don't start with me. Aren't you still dating such and such? And he was like, no, we broke up for a while, but now that I got you here, I'm wanting to get with you throughout all high school, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like geeked at this point, because I'm sitting here thinking, you know, here's a girl. At that time, I didn't think any part of me was attractive. Any part. Toenail, kneecap, hair follicle, none of that was attractive. And there's this man who plenty of women wanted, and he's in my face talking about he wanted to be with me. So I was geeked. We talked every day, and it wasn't at this point trying to get to know each other. We knew each other, you know, we grew up together. But we were just trying to figure out if anything was gonna pop off between the 2 of us. And you know, at this point, we're considering ourselves adults because we graduated out of high school and stuff like that. So he came up to see me and all this other great stuff, and he was so romantic. And I'm the chick who, I don't mind you spending money on me, that's great, but I'm not going to fall or melt for you at all. Just you you just doing that. I mean, any dude can find any chick out here to have sex with, but it's got to be something special about the chick in order for him to really want to be with her. I can get any dude out here to spend money on me, but to have like the creative ideas and romance, he did all that stuff like it was easy, like it was walking in the park. I mean, did grander stuff, like when he asked me to be his girl, we were on the beach and at Virginia Beach, and he did like this picnic and waited for the fireworks to pop off because it was July 4th, and asked me to be his girl with a ring of my favorite color at the time, because I don't really have one. And so, whatever, it led up to me giving him my virginity. Now, I'm telling you, before and after that night was beautiful. It was intimate, everything that you could ever ask for, that any girl could ever ask for. But during, we're not going to even talk about that. Horrendous. Wish men could go through that. Regardless, he woke up the next morning. He was about to go back to North Carolina and go to Camp Lejeune. And before he left, like, he held my face and told me that he loved me and that he was honored for him to call me his and all this other great stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm floating on cloud 9. Next time that I spoke to him, saw him, or anything was a month later. I didn't receive an email, a text message, a letter, smoke signals, Paul Revere coming by my door, maybe my window, some rocks, clouds, blimp, nothing from him for 4 weeks. And it devastated me. It devastated me to the point where, I mean, it still bruises my soul now. And it's hard to sit here and recover from something like that. It happened in 2002 and I'm still dealing with it today. So I guess, you know, the story continues, and I mean, if you saw him and I talking today, I forgave him and everything is in the past, and because it's not his responsibility for my emotions don't exist. I'm responsible for my own emotions, and that was my choice to do all those things that happened. But so I forgave him and dropped it, but it was hard, you know. So I face my fear every day to not push people away based on them trying to get close to me because of that one. And yes, I picked this story out of all the stories that I have, being an Air Force brat and been all around the world, met plenty of different people, different cultures, shapes, sizes, colors, all types of things. I guess I picked this one because it's so dear and near that I have to face this head on. Like, I have to face this. I have to face my fear of intimacy and having a dude just come in your life and just leave and just disappear. So I guess, you know, whoever hears this story will look at themselves in the mirror and figure out what's keeping them from their biggest happiness, what's keeping them from love, what's keeping them from their dreams, what's that fear that's paralyzing you. This is one of mine, and hopefully today will be the first day that we stepped in the right direction. Maybe healing will start today because I shared my story. So that's it. That's the end. The end of my story.